Happily, happily, how's our corral? Corral. Oh yeah, we're gonna exhume Reagan's grave. We're gonna find no Reagan, 'cause Reagan's still alive, and he is haunting Mexico. Find Zombie Reagan, kill Zombie Reagan, save the world. It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka a guy who made like at least 3 freaking wheelbarrows of dirt today, and my shoulders are tired. It's like a quar soil mix, oh my god. Today's subject, straight from the stacks, Superman and Wonder Woman, the New 52. Part 1, Power Couple. Yeah, the previous 2 comics I read, Hulk 373 and International Iron Man #1, those both took place during stories themselves, like, that have pre-established continuity. But when you read them, you feel like you don't need to have read the previous ones. It feels like you're part of the new story. You don't need to know the continuity beforehand. That book I read, Superman Wonder Woman, Sabri Sabri, is not one of them. You kind of, you need to know a lot about, the previous established canon, and this is New 52, and I barely know jack shit about that. I'm a millennial. My Clark Kent is the New Earth version, you know? Straight up post-crisis, baby. Yeah, and post-rebirth. Yeah. The New 52 Superman I barely know anything about, and after this book, it's like, I'm not that interested. Yeah. It's like, you know that story where it's like, it's a new couple, and one wants their relationship to be known to the world. The girlfriend wants the relationship to be known, but the guy wants it to be on the DL. That's basically what Superman and Wonder Woman's relationship is in this book, and I don't care about it at all. Primarily because it's a relationship that isn't Superman and Lois Lane or Diana Prince and Steve Trevor, aka their real loves. Or Siegfried for Wonder Woman, or Lana Lang for Superman, or Lori Lemaris. Who else for Wonder Woman? Crap. Who was her girlfriend? She had a girlfriend. I forget. Yeah. And the way it's written is also very weird, this particular issue. They do that thing where it's like they're getting into the middle of an adventure, and then a week earlier, and then we go back to the adventure, then a week earlier, back to the adventure, and then there's Doomsday for some reason. Yeah. I mean, this isn't the worst thing I've ever read, but in terms of the start to a story, I don't really know these characters at all. These versions of the characters. Like, this version of Wonder Woman is, like, raised by the gods, apparently, rather than specifically raised by, like, you know, Hip Hop Hippolyta and her sisters of Amazon, the Themyscira. Yeah. It's also weird how they made Diana like the daughter of Zeus and mentions Hephaestus being her brother and everything, who made her a sword. It looks more like a knife in the book. Ugh. Yeah. Also, Doomsday this early. This is supposed to be like a young version of Clark, who's like a struggling news blogger trying to get like money for a blog because people would invest in blogs back then. You know, he's supposed to like fight the Lex Luthor man, the Kryptonite person, Toy Genesis. I think I meant to say Jesus. Like I said, I'm tired. Shaggy Rogers, you know, those classic Superman villains. Yeah, we're like we start over the classics, but we're starting out with Doomsday. No, no. Ugh. You don't start out with Doomsday. Doomsday is later. Doomsday is like the final boss. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, this is like a weird flashback to the past. It's actually a lot. It's weird knowing how old it is now. Like, this is what, 2012 or something? That was over a decade ago. Damn. Yeah. It's weird looking back at how they would change things, try to change things up in order to way to modernize it, and then just taking away what made the character special. In the case of Wonder Woman, her being trained specifically by her sisters, and having a more faith-based relationship with the gods. And Superman, being a hard-nosed traditional reporter, nose to the grindstone, shooting the shit with Lois Lane instead of Cat Grant. Oh yeah, Cat Grant is in this book, not Lois. Yeah, there's no Lois. Oh, what's the goddamn point? I've already said that. Yeah. What do I rate this book? I'm gonna give it an incredibly fair 700,000 out of a million hamburgers. Because it's not the worst thing I've ever read, but it's very, very early 2010s. It's aged not the best. It's like obvious storytelling conventions of 3 weeks earlier, then back to the present type stuff. And honestly, I just don't see Clark and Diana's chemistry. Why did we try this? Why did they try this? Why does every Elseworld try Superman and Wonder Woman as well? You think it's this revolutionary idea. Oh, what if Superman and Wonder Woman got together? They have everything in common. No, they don't. It's like, and I hate to say it, like the weird thing is their opposites don't really attract either. They don't really complement each other. They're not an interesting couple. They're not. Going by just this book alone. It's like maybe I'm judging it too harshly, and maybe later in the story it got better. But once again, for this issue specifically, 700,000 out of a million hamburgers. Superman, Wonder Woman, New 52. Yeah. I've read worse, but I've definitely read better. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with the bear. And always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the staphypotamus, and death to Kronos. Yeah, like I said, I'm sleepy. Have a night, folks.